Hello world, my name is Tiffany Lyn and thank you so much for joining me here on my channel, Minimal-ish. Today I'm going to give you guys an update on my IUD, which I got, it must have been like 3 months ago now, and just tell you how things are going for me and whether or not I think it was worth it. So if you guys haven't seen my previous videos, I did get the Paragard IUD. It's the copper one and it's non-hormonal. The things that I was concerned about when I decided to get a Paragard were mostly the pain that's associated with it. Also, maybe the possibility of my partner being able to feel it while we were having sex. And then any like excessive bleeding or spotting, because a lot of people complained about those 3 issues. And in my personal experience, I would say that overall it's been a pretty like normal, decent time. So in terms of spotting, I really don't have any. Maybe when I first got it, there was a couple of days when, you know, I had spotting, but it wasn't the kind of spotting that I was expecting. So I didn't have to wear a panty liner or a pad or anything like that. You know, I just go to the bathroom, and maybe this is TMI, but like, you know, when you wipe, you might see on the toilet paper a little bit of blood, but like very diluted, no big deal, nothing to be concerned about. I also did get advice from another YouTuber. Her name is Thou Art Anuli. Actually, she updated her YouTube username, but I'll put the link in the description box below and you can check out her IUD like stories and videos. She mentioned that there would be other types of liquids coming out, and I definitely agree with that. My area down there, somebody recently told me that I call it vagina, but it's not actually a vagina. I guess it's your, I don't know. Anyways, you know, my vagina, that's what I'm gonna call it, will produce more liquids than it used to, like different kinds, you know, of different like consistencies and different colors, but it seems to be all completely normal. The other thing which was actually a surprise for me is that my periods have been a little bit more irregular than they had been in the past. When I was younger and I first got my periods, they were irregular for a very long time. I would get them maybe once or twice a year. And then as I've gotten older, they've definitely evened out. And within the last year or so, they had gotten very, very regular. So they would come on basically the same day every month. And so with the Paragard, I've noticed that I'm expecting them to come on the same day every month, especially since people say that you would get your period more often or it would be longer, but it's not. In fact, I think this month it was about 2 weeks late, and that was really surprising to me. But since I'm totally used to having irregular periods, it doesn't bother me at all. In terms of the duration of my period, I would say that it's pretty normal. It's not heavier to me than it used to be. It lasts about 7 days, just like normal. It's heavier in the beginning, and then it decreases towards the end of the week. So nothing really in that sense has changed. But what has changed is the kind of pain that I feel and the extent of my cramping. So I've been really blessed, super lucky my whole life. I've never had super crampy periods. I've never had to take any kind of pain medication. If I did get cramps, it might be in the very beginning of my period, and you know, I would just be like confused about what was going on with my body for a day. I didn't even recognize them as cramps because I didn't get them often at all. But with the Paragard, I would say 100% definitely I do get cramps. My first period, it was pretty much the entire duration of my period. I had cramps every day. My second period, it kind of mellowed out. Maybe like 4 or 5 days I had cramps. And then this last period, I only had them for like 3 to 4 days. So I wonder in the future if maybe my cramping will continue to decrease and level out. I don't know, I guess it all depends on your body and like what your body is used to. But I have never, like I said, taken any sort of pain medication, and I find that I do need to take Tylenol and pain medication to get through my period. And maybe that's just because I have a low pain tolerance. I've always thought that I've had a really high pain tolerance, but I guess not. If I want to like, you know, walk around or exercise or just like be a nice human, I really do have to take some sort of pain meds. So this is the pain medicine that I'm taking. It's ibuprofen from Kirkland. I got it off of Amazon, and this is the thing, I don't know if you guys have cramps in your period, so maybe you already know this, but since I didn't, I was totally unaware that there's a very specific kind of pain medicine that you're supposed to get for period cramps. So when I got my IUD inserted, I took the wrong kind of medicine, and it wasn't the kind that helps with like inflammation in that area of your body. There was the kind of pain medicine that you take when you have a headache. So it's important that you get a kind of pain medicine that has this NSAID quality. So it's like a pain reliever, fever reducer. It helps with inflammation, because that's the kind of pain that you're experiencing in your body. Don't be like me and use like Excedrin or something with caffeine in it, because that's specifically targeted for any sort of like headache or migraine. So if you guys are interested in the pain medicine that I take like 2 in the morning on the first couple of days and maybe 1 later towards the night. It totally knocks out any pain that I'm experiencing. It's not a big deal to me. I'll put the link in the description box so you can check it out, and hopefully it will be helpful to you. If not, I mean, you can use any like brand name. I know some people really like Tylenol. I know that they make specific pain medicine that is like for periods and for cramping. It's marketed that way. I personally think it probably doesn't matter. You could buy anything that is specifically for periods, and it should probably work fine for you. If you guys have any other questions about getting an IUD, or whether you're choosing between the Paragard or the Mirena or something else, a different form of birth control, please leave them in the comment section below. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. And I actually have a lot of friends who use a variety of different birth controls, and a lot of friends who have different sort of reproductive issues, a lot of friends with PCOS. So I'm happy to reach out to any of them and ask them your questions and get those answered for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see new videos about being a minimalist in a capitalist world.